All right, this next lesson here, the front page is nothing new. This is just kind of review practice. There'll be a little bit of new stuff on the back page. So my recommendation, if you're watching this video, and if you haven't already done so, try to do these front problems yourself and then kind of check to see how you did here in a moment, all right? Okay, so I'm going to walk through it now. Again, we're going to do three things, f of 2, we're going to find b of 2, and then we're going to add them together. So f of 2 would be 4 minus 5 times 2. Okay. And that, of course, would be 4 minus 10, which would be negative 6. Now I'm going to do b of 2 over here. 2 times 2 plus 9. And then remember, we have to add these. So negative 6 plus 13 would be positive 7. B of 0, of course, you can get in the habit of figuring this out, some of these in your head. F of 0. We're asked to subtract those. 9 minus 4, of course, is 5. B of negative 3. So we got negative 6 plus 9, which is, whoops, we'll fix that. That's going to be, what, positive 3? F of negative 3. Got to be a little bit careful with this one. Because remember, it's negative 5 times negative 3, which is positive 15. So it's actually 4 plus 15, which is 19. Now we're asked to do what with these two things? There's a dot. We're asked to multiply. 3 times 19 is 57. F of negative 5. Again, careful with this with the negatives. So that's 4 plus 25. I don't know why I wrote 30. See, we all make mistakes. That should be 29. B of negative 5. 2 times negative 5 plus 9. Negative 10 plus 9 is negative 1. We're asked to divide these things. Now remember, the F is on top, so it's 29 over negative 1, which of course is negative 29. Okay, so this is similar to the sheet we did the other day. We have a table, and we have a couple of graphs, and we can answer the problems based on that given information. So here, I'm going to do this one above, so I don't have to. I'm going to find f of negative 3. Remember, this is the input. Okay, this is the input, also known, as the x. So I go 1, 2, 3 because the x-axis goes across. Negative, so I went to the left. And now I have to go up to get to that, and the y value there, of course, is positive 2. Now I'm going to do g of negative 3. So same thing, 1, 2, 3. I have to go up. The y value is positive 3. I am asked to divide those things, and the f answer is on top, so that's why my answer is 2/3. Okay, this one here, r of 3, remember that's the input, so I find it in the x column. R of 3 goes to 0. G of 3, that's back to the graph. 1, 2, 3. What's the y value there? It's 2. I have to multiply those two things based on that, so my answer is just 0. Okay, f of 0 here. I'm hoping that this is going well for you. That means I don't go left or right. I'm right there. So I scooch down. What's the y value down there? It's negative 4. M of 0, remember that's the input. I find the x value there. It goes to negative 2. We're asked to subtract those. Negative 4 minus a negative 2. Now remember, minus a minus is plus a positive. So negative 4 plus 2 is negative 2. All right. I'm hoping that first sheet went well for you because, again, there's nothing really new there. Now on the back side, there's new stuff. I used to write some stuff on the top here, but I think it's best just to go into the examples, honestly. So we're given the same functions plus an M function as well as some absolute value. But you'll see some different stuff here, and you gotta, so please watch this. So this is a very common one that people can make mistakes. So you see here, this will come back in a second. We don't have a number here. Normally if there's a number, we would do, let's say the number was 2, we would do b of 2, we would do f of 2, and then we'd subtract them. Well, there's no number, so this is b of x minus f of x. B of x minus f of x. Okay. Well, b of x is what? 2x plus 9. Now you got to be careful with this next thing. We have to subtract f of x, which is 4 minus 5x. And a lot of times, students would write that down to think that they're done. But you see, we're subtracting this f of x quantity. So there really needs to be parentheses around this, and it makes a difference. Because now, nothing happens here in the front, but we have to distribute this -1. So you see -1 times 4 is -4, but this is the trick. -1 times -5x is positive 5x. So that's the tricky part. Make sure you have those parentheses in and you distribute the -1. Okay? Now we're not done yet. We have to combine like terms, x's with x's. So 2x plus 5x is 7x. 9 minus 4, of course, is positive 5. Now this is the same type of thing, right? Except it's plus. Now when it's plus, you don't have to worry. So I'll show you. It says plus b of x, which would be plus 2x plus 9. When it's plus there, you don't need the parentheses, because if you put the parentheses in, you're just distributing a +1, and a +1 doesn't change anything. So you can put the parentheses in if you want, but it's not necessary because it's not going to change anything. You have to have the parentheses in when you have the minus, because you're distributing that -1, and that changes things. So we're going to combine the like terms. -5x and 2x is -3x. I get in the habit of always writing my x terms first. Put the plain numbers in the back. Now remember, this negative belongs to the 5x. So now when you combine, it's actually 4 plus 9, which is 13. Okay? So now this one's just like the one above it. So you should try it yourself. It's just that it's reversed. We're doing f of x, which is 4 minus 5x. Minus b of x, which is 2x plus 9, but I need those parentheses. So I bring this down, I distribute negative times a positive, I combine like terms, -5x and -2x is -7x. And remember, it's 4 minus 9 is -5. Okay, so that was some new stuff there. Now here's some other kind of new stuff. It's actually not new. We've done it before, but it looks different because we haven't seen this kind of notation before. So this open circle, it's not a mistake, and it's not the same thing as a closed circle. A closed circle would mean multiplication. This is the same thing as f of b of 3. This is a function of a function. F of b, so you think of this as of in the middle, this open circle, f of b of 3. And we've actually done that before, right? If you guys remember, I said, now you don't have to write this. You start with the middle. So we're going to do the b of 3 first, okay? We start with the middle, and you guys were doing a pretty good job on this. So b of 3 would be 2 times 3 plus 9, 6 plus 9, which is 15. Now remember, we don't do f of 3. We now do f of what we got. So we do f of 15. And that's going to be what? 4 minus 5 times 15. Okay. And 5 times 15 is 75. And if you subtract that, you get negative 71. So what's new here is this notation. This notation's new, but we've actually done this before. Now this next problem is something that, so this is with numbers again, so you can try to do this one yourself. Remember, the m of 5 would be the thing on the inside, so we have to do the m of 5 first. M of 5 would be what? Absolute value of 3 minus 5. 3 minus 5 is negative 2. Absolute value of that is 2. Now we do b of 2. 2 times 2 plus 9. 4 plus 9, so we get an answer of 13. Now these are a little bit trickier. Now we've done these before as well. So remember, you might want to write this, this is m of b of x. Excuse me. So that means there's no number to put in now, right? So whatever the b of x is, well, actually, you know what? Let's go one more line down. What is b of x? B of x is 2x plus 9. So now in the m function, wherever the x is, I'm going to replace the x with 2x plus 9. So be careful though, watch. M function is absolute value of 3 minus x, but we're replacing this for x. 2x plus, oh wait, I need parentheses there because it's subtracting that quantity. So now you distribute the negative 1. So you get minus 2x minus 9. Combine like terms. Nothing to combine with the 2x. And 3 minus 9 is negative 6. Now the absolute value bars are still there. We can't do anything with that. We're actually done. Okay, so you might want to try these bottom two yourself. M of f of x. That means I have to do m of f of x. Well, f of x is 4 minus 5x. So I'm going to look at the m function. I'm going to replace x with 4 minus 5x, but I'm going to put parentheses in. I'm going to distribute just like I did the negative 1. I'm going to combine. What? Actually, there's nothing to combine with the x, right? So I'm just going to write the 5x in the front. 3 minus 4 is negative 1. So now this one's a little bit different. It's f of x. It's not a mistake. So f, this is the outer f right there. Now this inner f of x, remember f of x is 4 minus 5x. So that means I have to take the f function and replace the x with this. So f function is 4 minus 5, but now I'm going to replace the x with 4 minus 5x. Bring the 4 down, but you got to distribute the negative 5, so you get negative 20 plus 25x. Again, I like to write the x term first. It's a good habit for something we're going to do later. Shazam, there we go.